Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the JStation podcast. My name is Joe.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Jamie.
We are 3 content creators from the UK. Jimmy, how soon are you from needing a haircut?
Pretty damn soon. It's over my ears and going down the back of my neck now.
At what point is it too long?
Probably about how it is now. Do I commit and go for like a man bun, or do I, as soon as barber's open again, go get a haircut? What do I do?
Well, man buns are becoming real popular now. Don't you want to fit in with the crowd?
I could do. I could be the cool guy in the J3 gang. I'll put my hair in a man bun and grow my beard even longer and then eat only plant products.
Actually, that's a
I can
point.
picture you with a man bun.
Let me help you. As we have webcams on again. I'll do my hair back.
We do. I think,
don't like
especially with the beard Jim's got rocking at the moment, it's hella long. For all of you out there who are just listening to us and can't see, Jim's beard is probably the longest I've seen it ever. I want to
But
say.
Jim rocks a long beard.
He does.
Jim looks great with a long beard.
I'm
I
not
don't know if I can picture him with a man bun, though.
I'll have to try it now. Just see how it looks. That's it.
Give it a scud.
Give it a scud. Give it a rundown.
I can't tell where Jimmy's chin starts and his beard ends.
Like, is it right here?
Oh,
so
goodness.
probably have like an inch and a bit of beard.
That's some
I
good
reckon.
work.
Take that with a grain of salt, though, because you know what men are like with inches.
Hey, it's probably longer than that, actually. If I pull my beard out, I'd say it's probably about 2 inches. It's probably about 8 inches.
Probably.
It counts when you
15.
pull it out, though.
No, I mean, I need one of those. Didn't you have a beard straightener thing?
I did. I think I got rid of it because it was shite.
Yeah,
after a
wasn't
while.
it
It was like one of these cheap ones I got from Amazon, I think, and then eventually it just fell apart, so I got rid of it. But it does make a difference to how your beard feels and looks. But then if you don't actually take care of your beard like I didn't, just straighten it and don't trim it to make it look good when straightened, and it's garbage. Who knew?
You've come away from having your beard that long now. It's not long enough to straighten. You're kind of in between the stubble and beard phase, maybe.
Yeah, I think I look much better with it kind of short than I do long. It when I see pictures of myself when I had the long beard, I was like, what was I doing? It looks awful. I think what I wanted was like I was hoping to be able to grow my beard like Jimmy's does, but mine just doesn't. Mine grows down, not outwards. Whereas Jimmy's grows a little bit more outwards. Like yours has a bit more like definition to it, whereas mine really doesn't. So mine ended up just looking just like almost like a neck only beard, I think.
Jim had to get a perm. It didn't come naturally.
Yeah. There for 15 hours, beard and curlers. I had to get my beard
15
cut
hours
into a
bi-weekly.
Because if not, it does grow outwards, and you get like these scraggly bits on the edges. So when I got it like trimmed, it's like since like grown quite nicely downwards.
I quite like
It's
the idea.
walrus tusk things that I get annoyed by.
Or the bits on the side where I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
I'm stuck. Oh no, the bits just above the lip, like under the nose. Like those
Oh,
bits. I
yeah.
think you call them tarantula fangs, so I call them
Yeah.
tusks.
They're
They're
the
really
worst.
annoying.
If you leave
Mine's
it for
all-
too long.
Yeah, mine's currently slightly too long that I can feel it. Like when I talk, I don't like it.
I hate when it gets to the point you start biting it. That's
Yeah, that was-
I don't let my tash grow anymore, but when I did, and if I could bite it, it was too long.
Trim it with your teeth, easy.
Well, I did do that in the end. I'm sure that's not good for teeth and tash.
Yeah,
Teeth
you're
and
effectively
dash.
grinding.
The teeth
Normally,
are
you're
getting
quite
worn
good at
away.
grinding.
I sure am.
My hair is way too long. This is going back to your original question about Jimmy's being like too long. Mine's about 4 months. No, 4 months? 4 weeks. 4 weeks too long, I think. Mine
Yeah.
gets too long by the point where my fringe doesn't keep itself upwards anymore and it just keeps flopping down and getting in the way. It's really annoying.
I'm quite fortunate like that. As long as my hair gets, my fringe stays out of my face.
Yeah,
Great.
it curls. I kind of wish mine did that. Like mine curls a little bit, but it more of kind of does like a little flick off the edge. As like its own separate little ledge coming off of my head. But yours actually curls backwards on itself, which is very nice because it keeps out the way.
Yeah, like it deliberately grows out of the way of your eyes. It's nice. It's friendly.
Do you mean his convenient hair?
It does look like you've styled it that way, but does it just naturally go that way if you leave it?
This is like full bed hair. I haven't brushed my hair today.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's just,
Do you
Yeah.
brush your hair?
yeah. Do you not?
Oh, no, never.
Well then.
Never touched a brush in my life.
Never.
What is a hairbrush anyway?
No, I never brush my hair. So the routine I basically have now is when I get out the shower, I let it dry slightly, and then I just blast it with a hairdryer for a bit, and then like probably kind of like fluff it up a little bit. That's normally how I used to get my fringe to stay how it normally does. But then again, it gets too long and it just starts flopping over my right eye, and proper emo, like going back to my 15-year-old self.
Go back to it. Do it.
When Jamie was a young boy, his father
Took weed into the city.
took weed. What?
Something like that.
He got very quickly arrested, and then that's the last we ever saw Jamie's dead.
True.
Dad, if you're listening, come back.
He went to the store and
Bring
never
home the
returned.
milk that you promised.
Wait, I thought you took weed. I don't... Right, I'll be right back, kids. I'm just off to sell some weed and get some milk. BRB.
Luckily, he does it in the same place, which is probably why he got arrested. Or the
Maybe.
CCTV.
Some dodgy offie somewhere.
There was a wow, this has reminded me of something. So one of my friends I went to uni with lives in a small village in the middle of Norfolk somewhere, and there used to be a kebab shop that if you went in and ordered a certain sequence of food, you just get a takeaway container full of drugs.
Oh,
That's a smart way of doing things.
so
They got found out.
was this thing like a proper off the menu item? Because would it have been possible for someone to accidentally order the mysterious Tupperware of drugs?
No, I think it was like, I don't know, you probably had to be like, I want a triple lamb cheeseburger or something like that. Something really like obscure that no one would ever order.
Did you have to do like a smoke from GTA? Like, I'll have a number 6, 2 number 9s.
A number 9 with a milkshake. Man, Big Smoke was the best. Like the ultimate villain. You're on the wrong house, fool!
As if I didn't doubt that your story was going to be about a kebab van.
No, it's a shop. I mean, but like that, it's a minor
Either
detail
way,
in it.
kebab's involved. Jimmy loves a kebab.
Natural progression for kebab fans. When they earn enough money, open up their own shop, tastes exactly the same, and you still end up taking out anyway.
I think
don't know,
sometimes...
I feel like it's like a Pokemon evolution. That you don't buy a shop, the van just kind of turns into one eventually. Every
So
night,
that one-
someone orders one kebab, and then you hear dude, and then the van starts glowing and spinning.
No, not here. Pressing B, pressing B. Evolve later. Need that high street spot. I don't want to be in the middle of outside Morrison's.
Yeah. Once you've evolved, you have no say where you're going. That's where you are. A building appears out of the ground.
That means there'll also be one outside Lidl, where I used to live.
Good. Speaking of
I was gonna
Lidl,
say, nice.
we've had one that's opened up near us, and it has changed my life.
Lidl or a
Oh.
kebab fan?
A Lidl.
Oh, was it opened up where the home base was?
Yeah. And it's like at the moment, I've been shopping at Asda and it's been rammed. And especially during COVID, it's been awful. And Lidl, it's like no one knows about it. I go in and it's just empty. And
The best kept secret.
Yeah. The aisles are massive. So even if there is one other customer in the store, you can easily keep your distance. Everything is fresh.
One other customer.
Honestly, you haven't shopped if you've not shopped in a Lidl that's empty. It's
So
brilliant.
Joe is alone keeping that branch of Lidl afloat.
Well done, Joe. Proud of you.
And I want it to stay that way. I don't want anyone else going there. I like it being empty. If you're listening to this, don't go to Lidl where I live, please.
And Joe lives in Cumbria, so don't go to Lidl in Cumbria.
I don't actually live there. Jimmy's just down and outed a poor Lidl in Cumbria for no reason.
And now it's rammed, and they're going to play like J3 on the Cumbrian press.
We have no idea.
Single podcasts ruins town. More at 11.
Epic prank goes wrong. Lidl now full.
Well, the Lidl
Stuff overworked.
is it Lidl and Aldi that like have the little green man, red man on the outside of their doors. So if the store gets too full, then obviously you just don't go in.
I
Whereas,
don't know
like,
if Lidl does, but the Aldi here does. It has one of those on the outside.
I didn't see one on the Lidl, so it must be just an Aldi thing.
But yeah, that sounds right then.
It's a cool system, but I feel like it's really flawed because I feel like you can just push your way in when
mean,
the
you could.
door's green anyway. And I feel like people would do that. I wouldn't because I'm a good Christian boy that loves
I
traffic
think-
lights, but
People are scared of red light, green light. That's it. Like a security guard, they're like, it's like a person they can shout at, but the red light, green light sign, that's holier than thou. That is, don't mess with the sign.
oh, to be fair, a big old alarm might go off, and that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
You've entered the store and you're not allowed. Please leave. Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry.
There's nothing worse. I mean, there are many things worse, like famine and murder, but there's nothing worse than setting off the alarms walking out of a supermarket.
Or it's a close
worst.
second.
I hate it. I hate it.
Jamie loves traffic lights so much that he books holidays to various countries to go see traffic lights.
Is it?
I purposely go to America so I can stop at every block.
What is there a country where the traffic lights are different colors? I think I want to say it's like Mallorca or something like that.
How different are we talking? Are we talking like
Different colors.
blue, orange, and like brown or something? Or like, is it?
Something wild like that, or like green's
Nice.
replaced with blue or something like that.
That's okay. I wouldn't mind that.
You know, that traditional blue for go.
Blue for go. Imagine if people just started speeding up when police cars come along. Like it's a race.
I'm already going 40 and a 20. What else do you want from me?
Well, police have blue and red. That's definitely sending mixed messages. Go stop, go stop, go stop.
Go stop, go stop, go stop.
Go stop.
Go stop. Oh, it must be a Wraith.
I like it.
Like you.
Aw.
Before we started the podcast, Jamie, we were trying to decide what to talk about, and Jamie was like, "I'll probably be food. We always talk about."
We do always. I don't know why we've categorized ourselves under like gaming. Why did we just put ourselves under the food category instead? Because we always end up there.
The J3 kitchen. Welcome.
I thought the first thing Jamie said we were going to talk about was Jimmy's penis, and we did. Like by accident. It wasn't even the opening question, and yet we still ended up talking about it.
Well, it was subtle.
I was
and
Zoltan
Yeah.
all along. Was it Zildan? Zoltan? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That,
the
like-
Google guessing thing.
Yeah, that weird thing that you're like, that genie that it'd ask you like a bunch of questions about someone you're thinking of, then it'd correctly
Yeah.
guess who it was.
It's impossible to win.
Can it guess me even though I'm not famous?
What are you on about? You are
I think-
famous.
I think one of its questions is like, is this person famous? And then it basically is like, you're cheating.
Oh, right. So if it has to be like a celebrity.
I think so. I think it has to be someone that you could find on Google with a reasonable level of ease, I guess.
Like someone that has a Wikipedia entry.
Oh my God, do we have
Yeah.
Wikipedia yet?
Are we on there?
No.
We
Are
can
at
make
that
one.
stage of fame.
I hope not.
Does it count if we make one ourselves?
You
Then
know.
there's nothing stopping you making your own one. But there's the fun in that.
I'm gonna
It's just
Google
like their own Wikipedia page.
I've Googled J3 Joe and I've got the Stafford Borough Council. So I think we're unfindable still.
Damn.
Oh man.
Stafford.
Have you
Doing our thunder.
tried J3 channel?
So
I'm
I'm
doing
I'm
now.
pretty sure
that.
our Twitch comes up and stuff like that.
Oh.
Twitch, YouTube. Funnily enough, Mr. Peach comes up.
Nice.
Oh. Cool.
Shout out to Mr. Peach.
Yeah, what a legend. Love that boy.
When I've searched J3 channel, it's looked up channels for those mirrors that slide on like on wardrobe doors. Like a mirror trim
Oh.
bottle J channel.
Well,
You
we've got
know.
images.
Those ones that are 8 by 11 by 6 by 24 mil. Matte black. Those ones.
It's cool that you know all this offhand.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it on Google. Or aluminium miscellaneous section 1 4000 millimeter J3 channel.
Who knew that we were named after moving slidey mirror doors? Maybe we could use that in future. You know how like Biffy Clyro constantly come up with like how they were named, like where they got their name from. Can we do that with this? Like one
Yeah.
of our excuses will be, oh, have you not seen the mirror sliding doors, the J3 channel doors?
Have you
Oh,
ever
is that-
tried to fit like some wardrobes, some mirrored wardrobes before? Then you'll know. I feel like this one represents Jimmy very well. Hollow white soft fit starter trim. 3 meters, 5-pack J channel. Nice.
Nice.
Do love me a 5-pack from the shops.
Oh,
Those famously 5 packs of beer.
Oh, that'd be gross.
if I go onto the
How would we
shopping
even
tab
pack
on
that?
Google, the RJ3 Teespring comes up. Teespring UK.
Nice.
I was on the DuckDuckGo thing, to be fair. So
Hey,
Google
so-
will probably have different answers.
We've somehow
see-
ended up Googling ourselves now. Is that where this is going?
This is the podcast. I'm going to Bing us. Because who bings
Welcome to the
anything?
JStation podcast. Today we're going to Google ourselves and be disappointed with the results.
Welcome,
We're
narcissism.
bringing you along for the ride as well.
I'm
Right,
super
so-
happy with the mirror rails. I'm not going to lie.
You should buy some. Put them in your room.
So on
Sure.
our Bing, we get our Twitch channel, YouTube, something called CR Aluminium J channels, which I think is what Joe was talking about.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Peach again, some Japanese channel just called J3, and ITV News. Something to do with Jersey's government reclassifying as Guernsey. I don't know.
To be fair, we were quite involved in that.
Yeah. That
J3
kept me up all
Guernsey
night.
before they
We were
said
there
we
cheering
can't
them
buy
on.
the island. And there's a project company called J3 Limited.je in Jersey.
Damn it, that means we can't have J3 Limited. Rip.
Oh my god, their logo is really similar to us.
No way.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
Jamie got ours pattern and pended.
I want to
so
show
it's
you, but I
fine.
can't because we're in the middle of a podcast.
I definitely didn't get us patent pending. Please don't steal our logo. Yeah, I definitely didn't. It costs a lot of money. Well, a lot of money for whatever purposes we need it for. Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
show
that
you.
is really similar. Oh
Wow.
my god. I think they stole ours. They must have, right?
Thieves.
I'd say
Have a
so.
look. It's fine. They're in the Jersey Islands. They can't sue us. When does it say they were formed? Meet the team.
Are you going on there like what's the website where you could check up when jobs were created? I can't remember.
This
now.
policy is effective from the 1st of May 2020.
Yeah,
It's
we
around
were
the same
first.
time as us, isn't it?
Yeah. So we can't use J3 Limited, but we can use anything else by the sounds of things. according to the privacy
J3
data.
Media Group. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
The J3 Media Group.
In the J3 office,
Yeah.
That's a new Twitch label for us. J3 Media Group.
where we want to rebrand once we've got teams of people working for us.
Teams.
So, you want to work for the J3 Media Group, do you? Well, take a seat on this big couch over here.
Jimmy, what did I say about hiring just 20 people to massage your feet while you stream?
Look, man. Streaming.
That's 2 people a toe.
2 people a piggy, as I like to say.
Exactly, it's
Big the piggy.
overkill.
Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. There's plenty piggies to spare.
If I go
I'm
on
not uncomfortable.
if I go on Twitch and search J3 channel, obviously
Yeah.
we're on there, but there's this what looks to be Japanese
Is it
channel
J3 Char?
called J Channel or something. They're always live and they've always got about 1,000 viewers. It's like
I've seen
They are always
yeah.
live.
like they never sleep. J Channel, if you're listening to this, take a break. Have some sleep.
Konnichiwa.
Have a Kit Kat.
Hajimashite.
Exactly. Have your mustache.
We're gonna get cancelled now. Thanks, Joe.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought I was just helping them out. I was
Yeah.
trying to give them a rest.
Yeah, let us take over for a bit. You put your feet up, and we'll run the J channel for a little
It's
while.
like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what this channel's actually about, but I'm taking over. What are we doing, guys?
What would we do?
Stream Silent Hill 2.
12 hours of Geoguessr.
Oh, again?
Of what?
Geoguessr.
Okay, cool. Go.
Have you ever played
Must have
Geoguessr?
I have, and I suck at it. And I was genuinely considering streaming it at some point because I actually quite enjoy it. It's quite chill.
I can see chat getting crazy for that.
Yeah, Geoguessr is a fun game. If you're listening and you don't know what Geoguessr is, it's essentially they drop you in a random location in Google Maps with no information, and you have to try and figure out whereabouts you are in the world. And it's cool.
How long do you get to guess? Or is it as long as you
I think
like?
I think as long as you like. It's just you just go onto a web page. It's just like a web page game.
Are you,
and it
once you
basically
get
just
dropped,
uses Google Maps.
are you allowed to move around? Like,
Yeah, you can move around.
yeah.
You basically don't get given like any coordinates or any like street names or anything like that. So it's all just Google Street View. And yeah, you can keep moving around until you feel like you've figured out. I think you get points. I think you get points based on how quickly you guess and how accurate you are. But it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I like to think they don't just shove you in a desert somewhere. But they have pre-picked places, right? It's not just anywhere random. It's not going to shove you
I
in the
think
ocean, is it?
There must be an algorithm for it somewhere, but it normally drops you off on a road somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the back streets of Norfolk. You're just like, where the hell is this?
Although I suppose you couldn't really get dropped in the ocean or the desert, right? Because
If it's a street
Street View
view.
doesn't go out there.
Introducing in 2021, Street Through Sahara Desert.
Street Froobs.
Street
Street Froobs.
Street View.
Is the ocean one called Street Cruise?
Nice. I go on a street cruise.
I liked that.
Sounds like the Desert Bus game, if you know what that is.
We were talking about this the other day on when I was streaming, I believe. The one that Penn and Teller were involved in, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they? I don't think.
The
But in
Desert
making
Bus
or?
one, where it's something like that. The Desert Bus game is just literally the game where you drive through the desert, right? And that's it.
Yep.
You are in a bus, you drive through the desert, and it's supposed to be like real time or something.
Yeah, you can start off with your friends in the seats, but then once it starts, you can't get anyone else in, and you have to the steering's shit as well, so you have to concentrate for like the whole 4 hours, because if not, you'll go off the road.
Nice.
Where
Yeah,
does the
um,
fun bit start?
Lol.
We're on about the whole thing is wall-to-wall entertainment, funny
You-
gags, hilarious japes.
You know, when you're right, you're right. I can't argue that.
It's
You
one of,
have to look it up, but I'm certain Penn and Teller were involved in making it.
I guess it's kind of a
I'm
social
certain.
experiment, isn't it?
I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Could you pretend to be on the bus with your friends for 4 hours and not lose your absolute mind?
Did you see that TV show years ago? Well, I say years ago, maybe like 2005 or 2007, around that kind of time,
I
where
think I know where this is going.
they got a bunch of fairly gullible people and told them they were sending them into outer space. They made
That
them.
did not go where I thought it was going.
They
haven't
got
seen
them to run. Like they got them to take many tests. Like these people thought they were being sent into outer space when actually the show was just to discover how gullible people are or how convinciable people are. Is that the right word? I'm not quite sure. But they get them to take suggestible. Yeah, maybe. And they make them take loads of tests. Everyone thinks they're taking tests to go into outer space. Like they get them to do some like team building exercises. They get them to do some coordination exercises. They get them to. One of them is they've got to guess how many balls are in a pot, and then they write down their answer, and then they get someone else to guess how many balls are in a pot. They guess an answer. Say there's like 50 in there. They guess 50, but then they show everyone else's answers, but they skew everyone else's answers. So like they put someone else said like 300, even though there clearly wasn't 300 in there. They'll say, oh, this person said 300 and this person said 250. They want to see how suggestible you are, see if you'd change your answer to match everyone else's. And they go through loads of stages like this to see how suggestible you are. And they pretty much get rid of anyone who's quite smart and clocks onto this sort of thing. And then by the end, they fooled everyone into thinking they'll be sending out of space. Like they literally got them in a shuttle that just wobbled a bit, sent them into outer space. And they actually thought they were in space for like a few days. And I'm not lying. Like one of them said, I can feel myself getting weaker, like my muscles must be atrophying due to the lack of gravity or whatever. I don't know how they pulled this off, by the way, but yeah, that was what the show was about. I recommend go watching it.
Is it Darren Brown?
It does sound very Darren Brownie, doesn't it?
Yeah. It was. Was it Darren Brown? Could have been.
I feel like it. I don't think it is.
No,
it sounds like that sort of Darren Brown kind of.
I want to say actually, it was the guy that does grand designs. Like that. It was like
Stephen Mulhern.
Yeah.
No, it's not him.
Kevin MacLeod.
Yeah, Kevin MacLeod. I feel like it was him or someone very much like him.
Jamie,
if you'd asked me the name, if you'd asked me the name of the guy that hosts Grand Designs only a few days ago, I wouldn't have been able to have told you. But Tegan very recently made me watch Grand Design.
Is your life changed for the better? Good. It is. It's amazing. It's grand, you'd say.
Get out of here.
Okay, bye.
And he's gone. Nice, easy peasy.
I'm back, guys.
You just close the door.
Yeah,
I could see you.
Would pick up.
It did. I heard it. Space Cadets, I think it was called.
That's normally an insult.
Space Cadets.
Someone whose head's in the clouds, Space Cadet.
I've not heard of this. The show that I thought you were going to talk about, because we were talking about Desert Bus, was I can't remember what the show is, but it's a show that's set on a bus, and they just get a load of random people to go on like a road trip on a bus, and then they all vote each other off based on how annoying they are and stuff like that.
Oh, that's Coach Trip, isn't it?
Is it Coach Trip?
And they go around like Europe and stuff like that, and they'll do activities every day, and they vote people off based on if they like them or not.
Yeah, something like that. That's where I thought you were going with it.
Episode 1 is always lovely, and episode 2 onwards is just full of drama because they're like, "Oh shit, people hate us." It's a hard watch, but it's also brilliant. Who's the guy who's always on that? What's his name?
I don't know. I can't really say I've ever watched a whole season of it. I just remember it just came into memories for some reason.
We should take part in Coach Trip. J3 on.
Well, just the three of us.
Yeah.
That'd be harsh when the voting comes.
I want to vote for Jamie.
Yeah, too. I mean, I'm fully anticipating I get yeeted straight away.
Why have you chose Jamie? Have you not seen him?
Do I need to answer this?
And then there'll be two of us left, and I'll vote Jimmy off because I think he'll vote me off, and then Jimmy will vote himself off. I can see how it's going to go. Jimmy's too polite to vote for me.
Look on a roller coaster, and it's just you really sad because you voted for me.
Yeah, and then I'll be sad. Jamie will be sad, and you'll be sad. This isn't going to end well. Not a great idea, Jim.
I'll be fucking livid, mate.
Gotta go to a roller coaster park. Fucking fuming. How many topics have we covered in the last 10 minutes?
Christ knows.
This
we've
has
done that
been
thing
the
again.
dictionary with the J3 boys.
Oh, so
It's been
many.
the dictionary.
Turns out the zebra did it. Goodbye.
Let's whiz down the dictionary a bit to W. Wins of the week. What are they?
Me
There we go,
remembering just now that the presenter for that
Oh.
show was Johnny Vaughan. There you go. That's my win of the week.
Nice. Productive week from Joe.
What show was that? I've already forgotten.
Space Cadets.
Oh, Space Cadet.
Yeah.
Who's Johnny Vaughan?
He's a radio DJ who looks a lot like Chris
Oh, is he the
McLeod.
guy from Radio X? He's always shouting, and he always reads the newspaper. I know who Johnny Vaughan
Sounds
is.
like
Yes.
Chris Moyles.
No, he's not been so shouty nowadays. I
Oh,
listen
right.
to a lot of Radio X when driving. Yeah, he does the drive home hour, well, 4 hours or whatever it is now.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. So yeah, he ran the
Okay.
show. 2005. There you go.
Nice win of the week there.
Yeah, no, thank you. What about yours?
Recently, I've been sort of picking up playing guitar again, so that's been a lot of fun. And I've been like messing around every time Trinity comes into our stream. Actually, I'm going to play the C chord, and then last night actually I was like, you know what, I'll play around for a little bit, and chat seemed to have loved it. So I played guitar for, I don't know, it must have been like half an hour, 40 minutes. It felt like that to me. Might have been shorter, might have been longer.
I had a
And,
great time.
Yeah, it was really nice. People loved it. I played all the small things too much. But then
Naturally.
I just like diddled. I didn't play any like full songs. I sort of just like diddled the songs that I know how to play. Had a good time. And apparently lots of people in chat and Joe as well have picked up instruments since.
Yeah,
Just to have a little play around, have a tinker.
you inspired me. I picked up my guitar today. Actually, I've been just playing around with it because I thought, that looks fun. What Jimmy's doing on stream right now looks pretty fun. I'm going to give that a
It
go.
was
You
generally
didn't
really
play it, you
fun.
just picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned all the dials at the top because they're the good sound things. They, makes you sound better if you tune them all the way down.
Why won't you work? I'm holding you.
I like to
That's-
twang the thing and turn the knob so it goes doo.
The only thing is because we only have one microphone, so I was playing acoustic, so I put it into. I don't know what the name of the hole is. Does it have a
Yeah.
name? Wait, that's what she said. the obviously the hole in the acoustic. What does it have a name?
I don't know.
Well,
I
yeah, it does
honestly
have a
don't know.
I
Does
can't
it
remember
actually?
what it's called, but it does have a name, yeah.
The loudener.
The loudener.
Yeah, so I put the microphone on there, but every time I needed to talk, I was like crouching down out of microphone range out of camera range, sorry, to be able to speak. Then I had to keep moving. It was good and bad. I had a good time though. It was like an 8 out of 10 experience.
I think.
Could have only been heightened by a second microphone.
Oh yeah, that would have been better. We'll sort you out. Oh, actually, you could use your lapel mic that you got with you somewhere. But I think
yeah.
the hole is just called a sound hole.
Yeah, that's what I've just found too, and I'm really disappointed by that.
Oh, I prefer the
sound
loudener.
hole.
So you can use the lapel
Great name
mic
for a jazz bar.
to talk, and then hold that mic down at your guitar,
Yeah. Might do that.
or vice
Might do
versa.
a cheeky guitar stream, learn some songs.
If it is
Perform.
called the sound hole, it's just made something blow my mind from years ago.
There's a jazz
was
bar that
a-
you went to.
No, there was a like a small like venue that would host local bands down where I'm from, and it was called the Sound Hole. And I always thought that was a really shit name. But if it's named after the fact that that's actually called a sound hole, then it all makes perfect sense. No, I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry, sound hole, if you're listening.
if you're still open.
Mr. S Hole, if you're there. I'm sorry for insulting your name and your venue's name.
I miss going
There
to like pubs that are centered around music, like ones that you can have live bands. I mean, there used to be one in, probably before you guys moved here, the Nag's Head, and that'd have a stage downstairs, it'd have a stage upstairs. They'd both have a bar, and it used to go there on Saturdays. There'd be about 10 different bands playing during the day, and in the evening, it'd just be really cool. They don't have anything like that anymore. I'm gutted.
No. Well, no one. Well,
Right now
Not
there's no
anytime soon,
one,
yeah.
but I mean, even
Yeah.
before the pandemic, there was still none in where I'm from. I don't even know if there's any in Bucks in general. There's got to be.
there's got to be something.
Yeah, I know there's
one-
the music venues like in not far from here, like Oxfordshire way. I don't know in Bucks.
Where I grew up, there was one called the Tramways, but then it got too trendy, so they stopped taking bands on. I think they had new management or something, and then they had
Got
the
too
Oakwoods as well.
trendy.
The Oakwoods was great because it was like this big grunge bar. I loved it, and there's always like live music on Fridays and Saturdays and stuff. And then they got ambitious, bought a second pub, which had like the worst location in Great Yarmouth, and obviously it tanked. And then because they lost all their money in that pub, they had no money to run the other pubs, so both pubs closed, and that was big rip. Oakwood, sad times,
Ouch.
sad forever.
My heart goes out to you guys. You tried,
Man. There's not a lot of early, like when I was 18, 19, there's not a lot of times I'd revisit there. But that is definitely one of them, just like having a good time with my friends. There was no like animosity amongst anyone or anything like that. We were just goofing around, drinking, listening to rock, moshing in this fucking 2-meter room.
That's it. Good old friendly moshing.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Those who mosh together stay together.
Yep. It was annoying because my head height was everyone else's elbow height.
Oh no.
So I always drew the short straw. So I had to proper windmill if I wanted to get anywhere near anyone else's head.
Jamie's not been to any gigs like that. You've only been to ghost shows, haven't you?
Correct. Yeah.
Wait, actual ghost, or you tell him he's been to like shows where there's no one there?
I go there for my spiritual awakening. Yeah, no, the only gigs I've been to are the band Ghost, not actual ghosts.
So the crowd would probably be quite tame, I'd imagine.
Yeah, there's no moshing or anything like that. It's all good. Everyone's just there to have a good time. Not saying that people mosh that want to go there to mosh aren't having a good time, but it's just not really my sort of thing.
You'll have to go. You have to do it at least once just to experience it. Not going to mosh, but actually like being in like sort of that live music environment where people are like jumping around and throwing each other around and shit.
There was definitely moshing going on at Baby Metal when we went.
There were, but we were right at the front. We were so lucky. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, well, because the stage was like
a penis.
It had a penis, and we were on the tip. We were on the tip of that penis. So we weren't at the front technically. We were like in the middle of the room, but we were at the end of the tip that kind of came into the middle of the room.
I guess it's probably. Is it called a pier? I have no idea if there's a name for it.
Probably. That would make more sense than
sound
the penis.
Hole, mate. Sound hole.
Yeah, we were at the sound hole of the venue. But that was when they did all like the extra special bits, so that was perfect. Like when they got like the crowd to chant along and stuff like that, they were there. And then like during the like filler songs, they were at the back, so easy peasy, we won.
If anyone out there listening doesn't know who Baby Metal are, at the time anyway, it was Japanese, or is it?
They're still around.
Yeah, they're Japanese.
They're Japanese.
Well, there's only 2 of them now, isn't there? But there were 3 of them.
Yeah.
It was a Japanese girl group of 3 of them. And it's a mix between metal music and cutesy Japanese singing, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah, a mix of like J-pop and metal.
Yeah, J-pop and metal.
Great. It blends so well.
I can't imagine they've been to any other gig that gives them the most British geezery chanting as that day. Because when they went off, you know, bands come out for an encore, everyone starts cheering them on. And then after about 2 minutes of keeping them waiting, the band comes back on, do a few more songs. With Baby Metal, bear in mind, 3 young Japanese girls just got a roar of Baby Metal, Baby Metal.
That was great.
Oh, so British. That was fun memories.
That is the most British chant ever. Just da 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 da.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories from that gig is I was looking around the crowd and I saw this guy who'd clearly been given a ticket and had no idea what to expect. And he was like, just like having a good time with his friends, like ha ha ha, whatever. And the music starts. You can see his face looked a bit like confused. He was just like, I'm not really into metal. It's like, And then the girls pop up and then they start singing in like the cute Japanese pop music way. And he's just like, oh, this is the best thing ever. I've never seen someone's mind go from like, I'm not really bothered, I might leave, to having his mind explode in a split second.
I love those kind of reactions because that was kind of like mine. I'd never heard of Baby Metal. The first time I ever witnessed them was at Download Festival. I didn't even know they were on the lineup. In fact, they weren't. I was just watching Dragon Force at the time, and Baby Metal came on as a guest for one of their songs. I was like, what is this I'm witnessing right now? It's fantastic. Because Dragon Force was still playing the instruments, but they just came on and did one song and then left. It's like, you can't leave now. I'm not done.
Dance routine and everything as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like fully choreographed.
Like, there was moshing going on in a tent to Dragon Force, a lot of big sweaty dudes, and then there was these 3 Japanese girls coming along singing about chocolate I was like, this is a
was
weird
it chocolate they played?
Yeah, this is a weird combination. I love it.
They have a song with Herman Lee, don't they? Like recorded.
They do, yeah. I forgot what it's called
Is it
now.
one?
No, I don't.
Highway to something. I can't remember.
Don't think so. It's like the first, the opening track to there. I can't remember what it's called though. But yeah,
that song
was fantastic.
Was a highlight as well for that show. It's wicked.
Yeah. When going back to what Jamie said, when he said the only live gig I saw was Ghost, I thought he was saying the theatre performance Ghost. He was classing that as a gig. Like, yeah, I've been to a gig. I've seen Ghost.
Well,
there was
Patrick
a fucking
Swayze
stage,
movie.
Yeah.
Because
I know
music and people.
Jamie's just on the stage making pottery, and then Patrick Swayze's ghost comes behind him and starts molesting him.
molesting him.
Wow, that took a turn.
Christ.
Touching his hands without his consent.
Full audience.
So
Standing ovation.
Jamie's just like, yeah, I'm hardcore. I've been to Ghost. I've gone to see Ghost live.
That
I'm
is
also
great
interested
film,
to know what life decisions I've made to end up on a stage doing pottery.
Oh, the heights that J3 will take you to, my boy.
Who would go watch that?
Apparently a full audience at the Royal
I'll tell
Albert
you
Hall.
what. Right, okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this vocally, and it's going to be recorded, so you can hold me to it. If we ever get big enough that we can do a live show, I promise that we'll organise that I just go on the stage and do pottery for a bit.
I can imagine just like the hush falls over the crowd, like, yeah! Then for some reason just like pitters down and just like, what's he doing? Is he okay?
I stand there, the trapdoor opens, up comes the pottery machine.
You may
Slowly.
laugh. It's been done successfully, I might
Has
add.
it really?
Johnny Vegas, in one of his stand-up gigs, he does it quite a lot because it's one thing he did to make money before he was a comedian. He would just start doing pottery and be genuinely enthusiastic about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
So, Jamie, if you ever do some pottery live on stage, put your heart into it.
You've got to put some
I feel
Johnny.
like I'm ripping Johnny Vegas off now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him involved and do a J4 special.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be worried. He would rip
They'd
us
be
to
like-
shreds.
You're like J3
but he's
sold out
great.
featuring Johnny Vegas.
I love Johnny Vegas, though. I'd love it.
So would I.
We saw Markiplier live, didn't we?
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, for sure.
Me and Joe did. So James.
So is
Just
that
Baby
what
Mel together. You go see Markiplier together. I'm excluded.
went to GEX together? Is that the name of it?
EGX.
EGX. I always get the
Euro
letters wrong.
game thingy.
Yeah, that
Jamie
one.
couldn't come because we went during a school night.
Yeah, I think he ran out of holiday, or he had one day
Yeah.
holidays left, or something like that. It was
Don't really remember.
yeah. Poor Jamie.
I had a good time at Markiplier. It's good fun. Surprisingly, for an improv show, I've never been to an improv show before, so I think they did well.
Yeah, I mean it was part scripted, part improv, wasn't it? They
Yeah.
did some.
You kind of have to, though, don't you? You can't.
Oh, you can't just go on stage like, right, guys, go.
All right, I'm in
Yeah,
a
you can.
I'm in a scene. Where am I? You're in a dentist office.
You guys have clearly never watched Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I mean, that's different.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because they get set up, don't they?
At least
Do
they
they?
know they're going on stage
Yeah.
to do improv. It's not like just
Yeah.
standing on stage like,
Oh, wait. You don't just organise a show and don't know what the fuck you're going to do and then just go, oh, fuck it, let's do some improv.
that's what I'm getting at.
Did you bring the script?
It's not
No.
pure improv. You don't go on stage and then go, right, we've rented this space out. There's a crowd. What now?
Are you saying that you only class improv as improv if you don't know you're about to do improv?
Just being
Improvised improv.
A
No.
bag over your head.
I
Lift off the bag, you're on stage. Axe, no!
Up comes a pottery wheel.
I'm
Johnny
just
Vegas is at
saying,
the back like, oh, stole my act.
true improv is done from the ground up. Like, you know you're about to do
That's what they
improv.
say.
You know the next segment is improv. If you just say go on stage and improvise for an hour and a half, that's true improv.
Grassroots improv, I love it.
Yeah.
Going back
I'll give
to,
you some props. Here's a PlayStation. Here's some costumes. Here's a magic wand. Go.
Sounds like our Twitch streams.
Pretty much.
I'm going to make this magic wand disappear. Bad from Twitch.
I don't know what you mean.
No, me neither. It went somewhere.
Yeah, I'm
where
sure
the sun
it did.
doesn't shine. Down my
Mm.
gullet.
It didn't come back out.
Got digested.
Got digested backwards.
What,
It's
in
like a South Park
reverse?
episode. If you eat food up your bum, do you poo out your mouth?
Is that on South Park?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake. What won't those crazy boys talk about next?
It was Cartman. He's like, I bet you if I eat food through my bum, I will poo out my mouth. And he did.
I've been thinking about this one particular episode of South Park recently. And I don't know why. It's the one where Cartman's like, the bathroom is like the last bastion of American solitude.
I have not seen this one.
And they're like adding all these extra unnecessary safety procedures while going to the toilet, and they have like someone standing in there with you to make sure you don't fall in and drown.
Oh,
it turns
is that
out-
where they introduce seatbelts
Yes.
to the toilets? Yeah, I vaguely remember. And if you get caught not wearing your seatbelt, you get a fine.
Yeah. It turns out Butters had it right the entire time, just sitting on it backwards, because then you have a shelf.
Oh, genius.
Got a little shelf for your juice box.
But then surely, don't you pee all over the back?
You're going to pee all over the back standing up, aren't you? So
No, I mean like of the actual cistern. Or you like saying...
if you're sitting down, what way is your wang pointing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you go to toilet
No, you're
exclusively only with an erection?
No, you're saying you're sat on the toilet backwards. There's no like gap on the back of the toilet.
You just shuffle back a little bit.
How
so you're, like,
far?
leaning
How far
forward.
back are you sitting?
Well, he was no.
Do you-
How far
do you
forward
sit
am
so
I
your wang
sitting?
is touching the cistern?
No, just enough. So there's surely if you sit too far back, you have to really spread your legs wide to get round the bowl, right? You're doing the splits at this point. It's not healthy.
Well, you'd just be sat with your legs more apart than you would if you were sat on it normally. But like not impossibly so that you can possibly aim your tudge down the hole, down the sound hole of the toilet.
Well, all right. Prove it.
Oh, all right, we'll add that to the show. You can do that on stage.
Yeah.
One at a
I'll
time.
have a pottery wheel and you'll have a toilet. You've got to stand backwards and watch you fucking piss all over the cistern.
I am genuinely going to try
I
this
can't
now.
do it.
I can't see the ergonomics working properly. It's not feasible.
Ergonomics.
Well, there's left-handed toilets. That's why it doesn't work.
Oh man. You're gonna buy two of those like toilet stool things so you can have like your legs up on each side as well. I forget what they're called.
That's risky. You'll lose balance. You'll fall backwards.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay.
What
Yeah.
you on about?
Yeah. Come on, let's talk sense.
No, I meant like
Stop being
what-
stupid.
The stool thing that you get is supposed to improve your posture on the toilet. It's got a name, but I forget. It's basically just like a small footstool.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, you're supposed to have
No.
your knees higher when you're pooing, supposedly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's because obviously generations ago you used to shit in the ground. So,
It's just squout.
so our bodies have like evolved with that, and now
I forget what they're called. I want to say it's like Potty Buddy or something, but I don't think that's right.
you're my paddy buddy.
Paddy Buddy.
Supposedly bringing your knees up gives you the perfect angle in which less strain is required.
Just falls out, mate. Falls out.
Yeah.
It's like a if you're ever constipated, you don't need to reach for the X-Lax. Just bring your knees up to your chest and cough a lot, and it'll all just loosen.
I think it's called Squatty Buddy. Now that I think about it.
Squitty
I
butty.
think it's called a Squatty Buddy. I think something like that. I'm sure it's got the word squatty in it. Going out with the squatties.
Sounds like it. Oh, buddy. I thought he was like saying it's like an off-brand chip butty.
Squatty Buddy.
Squatty butty.
Open incognito for this one. Squatty
Got
buddy.
incognito.
I want this on my.
Oh, it was Squatty Potty. It'll be a Squatty Potty, not Squatty Buddy. Squatty Potty.
That makes more sense.
That's what
Wait,
it's
think
but
called.
I'm
it's,
getting asked
it's not the
squat
actual
belts.
toilet, though, is it? It's just a
No,
footstool.
it's just a stool.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they called it a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty.
Here's the tagline. Sorry, it's the number one way to go number two.
Oh,
Nice.
that's genius.
That
That
is
sounds like
genius.
something Jamie would come up with.
That is marketing 101 right there.
I'll tell you what, their marketing actually pretty good.
We're doing a
to
plug.
a better year and a better bowel
I bet-
movement.
I bet there's someone listening to this, and I'm saying all these wrong names for Squatty Potty, and they're getting fucking furious and shouting at the podcast. Like, it's fucking Squatty Potty, you idiot.
We got there in the end. It's fine, guys. Sorry, guys.
It's squattypotty.com if you want to go have a look. They're not paying us. We're just really endorsing.
Yeah, we
They're not paying us, but they fucking should be.
we
This
have
video-
faith in this product. We believe in it.
I've never tried it, but I would try it because I don't understand how it would make a difference. But obviously, I'm never going to know until I try it.
Oh my god, there's like IKEA versions. So you got like Oslo and Stockholm as the names of their particular brands of Squatty Potty.
So,
Nice.
riddle me this.
25 fucking
Two capital
dollars.
cities.
What is the difference between one of these and just a regular footstool? Why can't you use just a normal, like a pile of
There's-
books?
This one's
It's
branded.
not really. I don't think there really is a difference.
Or
Apart
does-
from maybe it's like shaped so you can put it around the bottom of the toilet.
That's what I was
don't
about to
really know.
ask. Does it look like an extension of the toilet, or is it literally just a footstool?
Extension.
No. It's just like a wooden platform.
Yeah, see, that just sounds like a stool.
Yeah, it is a
Mm.
stool.
But this one's obviously been ergonomically designed to be the correct height, I imagine.
There's nothing wrong there.
It depends on the height of your bog.
The original 7-incher, $25.
Oh, we got back on Jimmy's penis again.
Whee!
The
You're
original
overselling
OG.
me. Yeah, the original 9-inch for 2 extra inches of a little more squat. And then you got all these. You got this bamboo one that folds away for $50.
What?
Bamboo sounds high quality.
And you get a travel one as well, the Porter Squatty.
Porter Squatty.
Slim teak for $60. 65 for the contemporary one.
I'm not going to
There's
lie.
one with a,
They're doing it right.
they've
have a
got
range.
night lights. They've got see-through ones. There's a frosted glass one for $90.
Frosted glass.
Carrera marble. And you got a SpongeBob one as well.
Brilliant.
Right, we have to buy Jamie the SpongeBob one.
Can we do a J3 branded toilet stool?
Squatty Potty, if you want to
Hit us up.
DM J3 channel on Instagram if you want to collab.
Do you want a sick J3 logo on your basically raised piss mat?
Raised piss mat. Nice. There's a podcast title if I've ever heard one.
It can't, it's got a swearing.
It's got
Raised-
Piss isn't it?
Raised
Piss
wee
isn't a
mat.
swear word.
Look, you can only say it once during daytime television. Nearly a swear. I
This isn't daytime television.
was watching Simpsons the other day, and because bollocks is a British swear and not a US swear, they were just basically saying it for like the whole episode. It was great.
Nice.
Bart was
You
in.
watched a good lot of Simpsons the other day.
I have. I've been just basically watching it every time I'm working because I want something on in the background to fill the silent. So
Does bollocks have the same meaning then in America?
I guess not. I mean, the episode was Bart. They were doing like a Sex Pistols tribute, so he was the frontman. I forgot his name. Not Sid Vicious. Someone else, isn't it? Sid Vicious was the bassist because that was played by Nelson.
Right.
And they replaced a heroin addiction with a chocolate addiction. And yeah, and Bart's basically just going, "Education's bollocks!" like over and over again. And it's like the main song they keep playing.
I don't know if it has a different meaning or if they just don't use it. I feel like they just don't use
They
it.
just don't use it. It's the same as wanker.
Wanger.
And when they do say it, it sounds really weird.
What else have you been watching?
Me and Jodie finished The Fall recently.
Oh, so good.
Fantastic show.
That was really
So
good. So dark. We had to stop
It's so
watching.
dark.
Season 1 was the worst of it.
Do you think?
It- like in terms of like you see like I don't want to give too much away, but you do see like a shitload of horrible crime.
Is when the majority of the crimes were
Crimes
committed,
happened.
wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
In the first series, yeah.
So after watching like one, so me and Jodie could like I could only watch one episode a night because I was just like I'm ruined. I got to watch one other one tomorrow. And because we're doing that, I put it off for too long by accident, and then Christmas came around, so I didn't want to watch it during Christmas either.
No, true. Watching the crimes on it was hard, but I
Very
found
hard.
you felt I felt worse seeing feeling bad for the family, like his
Yeah, oh
family.
God, yeah.
That was hard. But jeez,
Yeah, they played
what that
really
woman's
well.
going through, I feel so bad for her.
Me and Jodie were playing Spock the actors from Hollyoaks.
Nice.
I think there's only 2. I couldn't see any others. The wife was one of them from Hollyoaks, and one of the policemen was as well, the guy with the mustache.
I don't remember. Do I? Oh yeah,
It's got Merlin in it as well.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Who
the
is he?
Fall. It's got the dude that plays Merlin. He's the like younger detective. I still don't want to say too much. The younger one that is one of the love interests of
Oh yeah.
Cool, nice. Yeah, he's the guy that plays Merlin.
I can't even remember anything about Merlin.
No, like the
No.
old kind of I want to say it was a kid show. It wasn't really a kid show, but it was a kid show at the same time. It was one of those it's on BBC, but after CBBC was over kind of shows. You know what I mean? Like the
Never
Doctor
watched
Who kind of level of.
Ah.
But yeah, it was him. Yeah, he was Merlin.
Today I learned.
He was also in Humans as well, which I watched recently, which was good, even though
Humans
that's
is good.
quite old. Wait, is it old or is it recent?
Is that the Channel 4 one where the guy's the werewolf?
Yes. No, you're thinking of Being Human?
Yes. Sorry, my bad. No, I haven't seen it.
Humans is it's set. I think it's actually not too far in the future. But it's basically like the game Detroit Become Human if it was a TV show.
Nice.
So people AI is invented and then it starts to become sentient.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know of it. I'm with you now.
But I watched through all of that and really enjoyed it. It was good.
Nice.
Trails off a little bit towards the later seasons, but it was good. I had a good time with it. But he's in that also, and it was just I feel like I'm not going to be able to watch anything without him in it now. He's just in everything.
Quickly going back to the fall, because one thing you guys asked me is what I thought of the ending.
Oh yeah.
And I love and hate it.
Yeah, it's like you hate it, but in a good way, isn't it?
Yeah. I hate it, but not because the writing was bad or anything like that.
You don't feel like it was resolved.
You hate it because of the resolution of everything.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows. So if you're into that, you should definitely watch it. If you want to really hate it at the end,
on Netflix,
but not in a bad way.
It's got Gillian Anderson in. She does.
Which you can't go wrong with.
She done an incredible job, and I want to see her character do a different show because there's a lot there to be played with. I think
Like a spin-off.
Yeah.
And if you
Or
like
even
50 Shades of Grey, ladies,
oh yeah,
definitely
Jamie
go
Dornan.
watch. Yeah.
Is it Dorman?
Dornan?
Yeah, he plays the baddie.
the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
That's good.
Dornan.
And he does take his top off a lot.
He does. That is true.
I mean, that's what I watched.
We just finished watching The Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah,
which is also really, really, really good.
I watched the first two and I loved it, but then I forgot to carry on watching it. But
It's so
everyone keeps
good.
telling me it's really good.
It's got one of the best soundtracks that I've ever heard in a TV show.
Nice.
It's so good.
Is
They
it
managed to
better than
pull
Guardians?
off. Yeah. You know what? I think I'd kind of maybe say it was, because
Ooh.
because not only do they pick great songs, but they pick these songs that you never would have heard. You never would have thought you would hear whilst whatever scene it's playing. They mix these soundtracks in with scenes that you wouldn't have put them in, but they somehow work, and it's great. There's fight scenes with an amazing soundtrack, and you're just like, I never would have thought I'd hear this song be played while a fight scene is going on. It's great. I think one of them is Frank Sinatra, actually. I think
Nice.
there's a fight scene going on while My Way's playing.
I was going to say, is it My Way?
And it's like, I never would have pitched a fight scene to this song, but it somehow works, and it's great.
I appreciate films or shows that can put a decent soundtrack to a fight scene. That's the way to my heart, I'd say. Have you ever seen Kingsman?
Yes.
Yes.
That's one
Love
that does
Kingsman.
it really well. Obviously,
it
we're
does.
talking about TV shows, but this is a movie that I'm in love with, and they do great soundtracks to fight scenes. Well, great soundtrack in general, but
I
More
Yes, you have.
specifically, the first film with that one specific fight scene, near the beginning.
Yeah.
I love that fight scene. It's so good. So
I think
good. but
we
Kingsman's
can-
great.
Agree that Kingsman was a film. Then we saw the trailer and we went, don't look that good. And then we saw it and we're like, holy crap, this film is brilliant.
It was so good. And the second one was it was all right, but not as good. And then the third one, I haven't seen it yet, but it doesn't look any.
there's
not a third one out,
There's
is
a
there?
third one.
I don't know if it's already been released or if it got delayed because of COVID.
I
but
imagine delayed.
It was. It's a prequel and it's set World War II, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. It's like the how Kingsman was established. I think it's
Ah.
called the King's Man or the King's Men, something like that. It's got Rafe Fiennes in it, I think.
Yeah. So it'll be
And
a
fun
different
fact-
cast, unless what's his face is still in it.
Part of the scenes, well, some of the scenes that are in it were filmed in the airfield right next to my work, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I didn't really get to see anything because you can't really see over all the hedges and stuff. But yeah, they filmed some of it right next to where I work, which is pretty cool.
I did enjoy the second one. Then we have a friend who won't watch it because he hates the main villain, as an actress.
Which one?
Which friend? Oh, do you? I don't know.
I think one of our friends, don't want to call him out just in case I'm wrong, won't watch Kingsman 2 because the actress for the main villain in Kingsman 2 is someone that he can't stand.
Who is the actress? I can't remember who it is.
I can't even remember. I can't remember much about the second King, but it's
got Elton John in.
That's good. Does have Elton John in. That's
It
true.
wasn't as memorable. I hope they have Colin Firth in the prequel.
That'd be good.
No, he's not in it.
No,
Definitely someone who plays young Colin Firth.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not in it because it's set as a prequel, so he's not there.
and he would
Julianne
be older.
Moore is the actress.
Oh,
What's their beef with this actress?
Don't know, she doesn't like her.
Fair enough.
Like I said, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was the justification of why they haven't seen the film.
moving back to TV shows, we've just started watching season 3 of a series of unfortunate events because we've watched the
Nice.
first 2 series, and I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's good. Has a kind of similar vibe to Umbrella Academy in a way, I think, actually,
Is
because
that
it's like a
Netflix
little
money?
bit. Because it's just like a little bit, kind of like a little bit wacky, and I think that Neil Patrick Harris does a great job.
I said
he's
that in
really
season 1 and no one agreed with me.
No, he does a great job of Count Olaf. It's great.
Yeah.
Big fan.
People couldn't see past Jim Carrey in the film, but the film wasn't that good.
That's
in my
what I
opinion.
was going to say. That film was awful. I didn't like it. So when I saw it on, I wouldn't say it put me off, but you associate with things you've seen already, and I did, and I never ended up watching it. I might still do. In fact, if you're telling me it's good, I will. I'll do it.
Yeah,
Do it for the boys.
It's better than the film by far. It's really good. And
It's definitely
and it's
more
got
true to the
Patrick
books.
Warburton in it as well, which you can't say no to. Goddamn husky
Peter.
voice.
Peter.
That's the only Patrick Warburton sort of impression I could do. It's just trying to say Peter badly.
How did it go? Peter. Peter. Well done.
Something like that.
Guys, I think now would be a good time to move on to our question of the week.
We've been going for a while. I've just noticed the
We've
time.
been smashing it, so we really need to get onto this question. But
All right.
before we do, if you aren't already, just letting you know, we have a Twitch channel. We're on YouTube. It's twitch.tv/J3 channel. It's YouTube/J3 channel. We are also on Instagram and Twitter. J3 channel also on Instagram. J3_channel on Twitter. I know, it's upsetting.
The underscore.
One day we'll just forget about it, but until that day comes, I'll still feel sick saying it. But yeah, on to the questions of the week, which is through our Discord channel. So if you're not there as well, the link's on our Twitch page. What was the question
you
this
could always
week?
hit us up on any other social media, I suppose.
True.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Send us a question by any means possible. By dove,
I
if
can
you
carry
like.
a pigeon. Do it.
Please don't. You'll know our address then.
Just
Not
send
if
it.
they give the pigeon our scent.
Oh, yeah. Wait, how'd they get that?
Smell-o-vision, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
So Jimmy,
Go on, him.
Oh, okay. Am I going? I'll ask the question then. So who was it that submitted the question actually? Because I don't have it up on my screen.
It
think it was
Gregory.
It was Gregory. Of course it was.
He's
So-
going to be over the moon that we're doing this one.
The question is, who out of the J3 boys, presumably, has the best feet?
I'm going to go ahead and nominate myself as probably not me.
I was going to nominate you.
Oh, no, I don't really like mine at all. I hate my nails.
Mine are quite hairy.
Well, there was
gonna-
a sub question off of this one, which was who has the hairiest feet, and mine aren't really that hairy, which is surprising given that the rest of me is actually quite hairy. But my feet are quite bare.
What facial hair I am lacking is clearly going on my feet.
Yeah.
You take your socks off and it looks like you still got socks on.
Pretty much. Not quite that bad, but yeah,
Joe grows his footwear.
it seems like my leg hair continues down to almost my toes.
Oh no! I guess you have the hairiest feet then. Mine are bald on top and then just like got a little bit of hair on the toes.
Oh yeah,
Little
mine's not that.
dusting of some brown flakes, you know.
Yeah, it's like a continuation of my shin across the top of my foot.
I was going to say because Joe's feet are probably calloused from all the sport he's done in his life.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do a lot
the
of
bottom
running,
of
so I
my
would have put
feet.
Jamie in.
That's a good shout.
Softness.
That is a good shout. What size are your guys' feet? Go, I'm calling you out.
8 or 9 changes depending where you shop. Like at most places. At the moment.
8 or 9, depends who you're asking.
Yeah.
No, it's I can kind of I can vouch for this because I'm a 10 or 11, but it's more depending on the type of footwear. If it's smart shoes, I'm a 10, but if it's trainers, I'm an
Yeah.
11.
Weird. I've always
Yeah,
been
it's weird.
7. It's always. It never changes.
Oh, I got such diddly feet.
That's why I keep falling over. I've got no
feet.
balance.
Diddly diddly feet.
Joe, I've never seen you lose balance once. This is a lie.
That's
I'm gonna
because
take my sock off and study my foot while you talk about this.
I was wondering if we were going to get our feet out or not, but I decided I'm going to keep my
I
socks
hate
on.
my nails, and it's not just on my feet; it's on my hands as well. Small, like nails. I really don't like. It's weird. I always look at everyone else's fingers, not like always, but when I notice someone else's hands, I always look at their nails. Why does their nail somehow stretch from the left side of the finger to the right, and mine's just like sat somewhere in the middle? Like I don't like it. It's so small. Why?
Oh yeah, you do have small nails.
Yeah, I got really small nails. I don't like it.
For the
It's
tape,
the same in my feet.
Jamie held up a finger.
by the sounds of
Same
it,
my
then
feet.
Jamie's got his small nails. Also has the largest feet. I have the smallest feet and that are quite hairy. Jimmy, you sound like you're a perfect centre. I feel like we're coming to
Do
a
I have
conclusion.
the best feet? I can't believe this.
Normal
We'd have
nails,
to
no
compare.
hair.
I'd like to thank my
My feet are
mum and
quite
dad.
smooth. they're quite nice and smooth. I'll give them that.
Yeah, no, mine ain't. Callous.
I do have small little tufts of hair on like the bottom of each toe though,
I'm looking at my
like
foot.
where it joins the
Doing
foot.
It's not uncommon for me to have like blood blisters on the bottom of my feet.
It's been a
There's
while
also
since
a
I've had
couple
it.
of
My
patches
feet are
when
getting
it's
used
just
to
one
the
hair.
long distance running.
I don't get it from running. It was always from MMA or any
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
martial arts. But that's because of the twisting on the ball of your feet. You're
Oh, God,
pivoting,
yeah.
and it's constantly happening. You don't even realize you're doing it half the time, and yeah, that's
bam!
what causes it.
Blisters.
Yeah,
I have.
and then literally 2 classes later, bang, blood pops everywhere. Nice.
So
I'll wait
maybe
for
my
my
toes
ankle
aren't
to
too
repair.
bad, but my little toe. And I don't know if you guys have this as well. I can barely see my nail on my little toe for some reason. It's just like
me too.
swallowed by
I'm
my
so
toe
glad it's not me.
fat.
I can't believe this. I thought it was just me. Yeah,
It's-
mine's
it's-
fucking tiny.
It's swallowed, did you say, by the fat?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
and then like
Oh,
when I go
for
to
God's
trim
sake.
it, like the nail's just like pointing upwards a little, and then I just cut off the top.
My little toes kind of bent almost like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then in the hump is where my nail is. And it's kind of being like swallowed by it. It's gross.
Well,
Hey,
I have
not
bet-
alone.
I have better little toes than both of you. Then it would seem.
Can you bend your toes?
What, by grabbing
What do you
them
mean by
or
that?
by just
Just like you bend your fingers. Can you bend your toes? Like
yes?
Yes. Can you
see,
not?
Jodie can't.
Oh.
That's
I
weird.
don't know if it's just because she's got little feet because she's a lady. Um,
there's so little room for them to bend. That's how
yeah,
tiny
I
their
don't-
feet
it's
are.
possible. But yeah, like
Pretty sure babies bend their feet and toes.
maybe.
I've seen them like
yeah.
curl them like a knuckle.
Like I could pick stuff up with my toes if I really wanted to. I mean, I reckon I could
Yeah.
peel a banana if I put.
I
my
do
mind to it.
often, actually.
Yeah,
I
like,
can't bother to bend down. I'll just quickly grab something with my feet and then like hock it in the air.
I had an image of Jamie grabbing stuff from the table, like lifting his leg up and just
Eating my dinner.
using a knife and fork. That's some skill
delicious.
you've got there, actually.
Thank you.
Spaghetti hoops. He puts a hoop on each toe and then just goes
How big are the hoops?
big enough to fit in your toes.
So yeah, I think I've come up with a pretty solid conclusion, Jimmy. I think you've won that one.
I
I
have
think
the
Jimmy
best
probably
feet.
has the best feet.
Yeah.
Can't believe this.
Well done, Jimmy.
Without actually comparing, we're going to guess that Jimmy
Yeah.
has the best feet.
With logic and logic only, we have concluded that Jimmy has the best feet.
If someone donates £1,000 to our next charity live stream, we'll show off. You can decide. This is not
Or
legally
just
binding. We might not
donates
do that.
£1,000. That's fine.
I get my feet out for £1,000. Actually, weirdly, me and Teagues were having this conversation the other day. I can't believe I'm bringing this up. So she was talking about like people that message other people to be like,
Right.
I'll pay £100 for you to like send me a picture of your feet. And then she was like, would you be upset with me if I did it? And I was like, no, I guess not. Like, 100 quid's 100
So-
quid. And like,
yeah.
I was like, as long as it's not like the whole of you and it's just your feet. And then I was like, yeah, like go for it. And she was like, yeah, I was thinking that. She's like, I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it.
I don't know, some
It's
a
weird
definitely do it.
feet people out there.
If you want my picture of my feet, 100 quid, easy,
when
no question.
Or Jimmy's
Oh, no.
feet, because as we've discovered,
Yeah.
Jimmy's are the best.
when I was cabin crew, a lot of people would, if they found out someone was a flight attendant, they'd reach out to them and ask if they can buy their shoes and stuff like that. And the girls would just be like, all right, I'm not going to wear these shoes again. I'll just send them to you. And they get like £100 or something like that just for shoes that they were going to throw anyway. I guess the ethical dilemma is, are you worried that someone's just going to huff your shoes or do something a bit devious with a picture?
Does that
But
matter?
It's
I was going to say, like, if you're not, you just block them afterwards, wouldn't you?
You
get
know,
the
if
money in them.
someone is
'em off.
asking for your shoe in the first place, they're not doing it out of goodwill. There's something weird behind it. It's not going to be for good
upcycle
reasons.
your shoes for £100.
Yeah, I will carve a child's toy out of them. I can't see that being the thing.
No, but yeah, like you said, £100, £100, and then you don't have to see what they do afterwards. You just
No, exactly.
yeah.
Like if I'm sending some of my fucking raw boxes, then if you're going to do something unethical to them, then be my guest. I'm not going to be seeing them anymore.
All the more
Why
power
are
to you.
Unwashed,
Straight off the skin.
straight after a run.
Go to the post office and just strip there and then put it in an envelope and post it.
Not even an envelope, just stick a stamp straight on them.
A
Write
wet
the
piece of
address on in
paper.
marker. Like a silver gel pen.
The postman has to grab that. Poor sod.
I'll get the
Lucky.
box of tongs. It's like choosing from his selection of tongs along the wall. Box of socks, shoes, Jamie's boxes. Oh no, it's just raw boxes.
Raw boxes. Raw undies.
There's probably a pant
Yeah, anyway,
mailing
100
service
quid,
out there.
hit us up. Apparently all... Well, Joe, would you do it for 100 squidlies?
Yeah, probably.
Nice, easy. Then chuck us a message. I guess you can request... I tell you what, we'll do a deal. All three of us, 250.
So saving a £50. You know you want to.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Or 10 pictures of
bad.
the same person for £900.
10 of the same picture for 900 quid.
No, of the same person. Yeah, the same picture, just
Same
copy and
picture.
pasted.
I like it.
I
like
don't
it a lot.
mind, I don't mind maybe dipping or covering my foot in something for an extra 25 quid per ingredient.
And cost of
custard
the
or something.
ingredient as well. So. Yeah, so the cost of the carton of custard, which is £1, and then the £25 on top.
Oh, no, I'd have it included.
You would?
Unless it's something like caviar, then obviously, obviously some expenses need to be paid. But
A big pile of pound coins like Scrooge McDuck.
a video of me dropping £100 coins onto my foot.
You have to do it in the bath so you don't lose any. Your neighbours will be like, "What?" Well, yeah, because if you don't on the carpet, it's going to roll away somewhere, aren't they? You get one under your desk. I can see a small gap. You can probably fit a pound coin.
You're saying it
What
like
are you
the
talking about?
spaces around the room are the void where coins go to die.
Look, Joe, as a guitarist, have you ever dropped your plectrum and never found it again?
No.
Oh, fuck you, Ben.
Actually,
Right, other
I don't
guitarists
think
out there.
never. I think it's been dropped.
It turned up later.
Yeah, turn up a few weeks later. Actually, it could be up to months, but I think they've always come back.
Well, that's what I mean.
Can you imagine the noise of dropping £100 coins onto your foot in the bar?
Who's getting all 100 of those back? It's a sacrifice. If anything, they're getting ASMR out of it. Unless they want the carpet sound.
I love what I'm loving about this is that, for me, I would have been just going to the living room, drop 100 coins on my foot, but you're like, this must be done in the bar. There's no alternative. I must go to the bar.
I feel like I must
look at
have
my
zoned out
OnlyFans
at the beginning of this
purchases.
conversation. How did we
Oh,
get
yeah.
here?
Feet.
Fever
All about
dream.
the feet.
Yeah, I don't know how it transitioned. Never mind.
We took
Our
a lot of
OnlyFans.
cowpole and now we're here.
Right. I think before Jimmy has to spend more than he has to on editing this, poor sod, because it's quite a long one. I think we should end it there. Do you have
Lovely.
anything to say before we go, guys?
I had a fucking hoot and a holler. I came into this really tired and then I had a crack in time.
Me too. Me too.
I came into this really chipper and now I'm all pissed off. Just lost 5 £1 coins.
Rolled under the
Can't
desk.
find them.
I'm sure you'll get over it.
Thank you, everybody, for if you made it all the way through. DM Joe
more
for
for
a
you.
smiley face reply.
Yeah.
Or DM us on the platform of your choice, the General J Free channel. We'll give you a smiley
Yeah,
face
chuck us a
reply.
message.
We will get back to you within
Yeah.
24 working days.
Is that our SLA?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, lovely.
Thank
Shall we do it? Joe?
you. You go, Jim. You go. I stole it from you.
That's fine. I was just suggesting that we wrap it up. So
No,
you
you,
guys.
hang
Remember,
up first.
you know where to find us. It's twitch.tv/JFreeChannel. Instagram @JFreeChannel. Twitter's there as well.
We don't talk
Discord.
about Twitter.
I can't say it. I don't want to make Jamie unwell. All right, it's J3_channel.
Oh,
You can find
you
us
can find
over
our-
on Teespring.
Yeah, on Teespring, was it J underscore? No,
No,
the
it's-
underscore J3_store.
No, it was
Yeah.
dashes, I think,
What's-
wasn't it?
it's
And it was like
oh yeah, it's not underscores. Yeah,
it's
dashes.
teespring.com/store/the
Stores.
the stores. Fuck, I gotta give up. The J3 store with dashes in between.
There actually is an alternative link. I don't know if you knew this. It gives you an alternative link if
Oh, you-
and the alternative link is not really much better.
Ow.
Oh.
It's
Well,
weird.
you can find it all on our Twitch page. If you go into the About section, all the links are there.
That's it.
Just
Um,
Google Teespring
Discord.
J3 channel. Done.
And thank you very much. Make
Yep.
sure you stay safe,
Thanks, guys.
boys.
Love you all.
Goodbye.
Take care. I love you all more.